So last night we ate at this restaurant with Abby and Greta. Bonjour. And our hotel that we stayed in is right there, that white one, I guess. I also want to add that yesterday I said the haze in the sky was smoke, and the people tell us it's not. It's just humidity. Just above Zinal, and we were at that peak yesterday. Just chairlift, and another valley city, and Bo is just around the corner. We're headed to the Weisshorn Hotel at the top of the mountain. Place to stop and soak our feet.
Ooh, that's cool. Ooh, that's cool.
Been hiking a few hours today.
Oh, I see what that hike is. So there's a hike. You can go across that ridge.
Oh, and there's the Weisshorn. That was our objective today.
The Bellatola is up there.
We started over on that knoll at Weisshorn, went all the way down into the valley, and came back up here. And now we're going up and over something up here to get to the other side. Beautiful weather today. We're going up over Col Medine, M-E-I-D-E-N. Come quite a ways, and it looks like we might be going up that col, but I change my mind every time I make a video of this. The cows decided to come up the hill and have a drink in the lake. We're almost there, but it's even closer than we thought. It's right there. We've come up all this ways, and you can see way in the distance, right there, is the Weisshorn Hotel.
Midi Pass. Oh, you made it up here, darling.
That's all? 2,800 meters, about 9,000 feet or just shy of that.
Yeah. Guten Tag. Das ist schön. Juppie. Hello. Up that side, a little bit of lunch, and then down this way. Excellent switchbacks, well maintained. I was very happy with how easily I made it up the other side. We'll see how I am at the end of the day. Really fluffy duvets, which will be really nice after that 7-hour day up and down.
Although we're starting to adjust and get our legs,
Yeah.
legs.
Well, this was just
Today was a big day and it didn't totally destroy us. It kind of destroyed us, but not totally.
started down in that valley at 7:07 or something like that. We're headed over here. This might be a false coal, but it might be another higher spot beyond that.
Oh, we're live now, baby. Woo! Oh, that's the name of the town. Oh, Augustburg or something.
We've been coming up for several hours here today.
Yeah, I think we'll call that coal Augustburg. Well, we're not certain how to pronounce it.
But you
It's
can,
going really good this morning. I'm surprised we're up here. What time? It's not even 11 yet, is it?
we were right. This is a false pass, a false coal, but it doesn't look too bad. We have to go up there, and that's the pass. We came over that mountain yesterday and zigzagged all the way down to the bottom of the valley there and started at 7:07 this morning, and it's now 11:30 or 11:45. We came all the way up here to coal. Bo says to call it Augsburg. We don't know what it is. And we just met fellow hikers from Finland and Netherlands. Amazing day. Where do you think we go, Bo?
I don't know. I'm gonna try this way.
I don't see any signs.
Just been going through there for an hour. And we still got more to go. Tough going.
This looks a little better than what we just came through. Bo's doing trail maintenance there. What city are we in? St. Nicholas.
St. Nicholas, yeah.
Beautiful room.
Supposedly there's St. Bernard dogs here, but I don't know if we're going to see them.
We're too tired to do that.
Shelter.
It's a very nice
We just
room.
had a lovely conversation with some hikers on the hill. It was incredible.
From Amsterdam.
Yeah, they were from the Netherlands.
Hiking the road from St. Nicholas to Herbruggen, where we will go up to Europa Hut. And the next day we go to Zermatt. It's waiting for me to help me across this little stream.
You can't film it coming across.
No, he says I can't film coming across. instead of going around that, we're gonna go up here to some ladders.
Well, look at this lovely ladder, the bridge that they put in. And otherwise, we have to go up this. On all fours. Going across the bridge. Then they put in these great stairway to go up. Because otherwise, how are you going to get around that? That's how they mount it. Walking up the steps. Here's looking down. Good thing they put in some nice ropes. So they put in this trail along this ledge to get across. And there's the trail right over there. Well, you might want to get a picture of this.
on the right trail. We think the hut is just around that corner. But what a day. I think he's alive now.
Look at where this Europa hut is built. This is incredible. How do they build something like this on the side of a mountain? That's where we're staying tonight. You know, it wasn't easy getting here.
No, it wasn't. Took all
We
day.
definitely made the right call by not going up to, I believe it's called Gossenreed, and then coming across, because it would have been 23 kilometers. It would have been way too much for us. So we just simply walked down to, what was it called? Herbergen, and then came up. And that was, it still took us 8 hours. So that was the perfect call. We were very happy with the decision that we made. Here comes Linda across this, I don't know, a third of a mile bridge or something. Whoa, whoa, this is rather interesting.
Yeah.
Look at this. And the Königsberg Bridge, suspension bridge. And there's the Weisshorn.
This is the end of the bridge, and it's interesting how they do the cables to hold up that big bridge. Just down off the mountain from Europa hut. There's a building that's being re-shingled, and you can see that it's just slate. Very interesting. Here's our first glimpse of the Matterhorn. I can't believe it. And it is enormous. Way up there. And this is Zermatt. And we did walk the last 6 miles into town. I think our route would have been right up that ridge and about 8 miles up that way. But I just don't think I could have done it. So we took a bike trail in along the train. There are no cars allowed in Zermatt, so. After walking 140 some miles, staying in some very nice places, we are now in Zermatt, and I saw the Matterhorn.
Lynda and I just completed the Walker Haute route, and it was probably the most exciting hike we've ever done. So we kind of call it luxury hiking when you go from hut to hut and they cater to your food and sleeping arrangements. We're getting a little older now, approaching 70, so it's a little bit too difficult for us to carry 40-pound packs. Some of the cartilage is starting to get squished out in certain areas of our bodies. So anyway, definitely the highlight of the hike, in my estimation, was the Ride Mountain Col. Although Lynda might beg to differ. I don't know. Lynda, when you went over the Ride Mountain, to me it was just a perfect amount of excitement. What's your impression right now?
It was a beautiful thing to do, but it was very scary for me. But I do feel accomplished.
So at the time you said that you were scared to death. Is that true?
Yes, it was.
Well, anyway, I'm never going to take her on anything that difficult again. I can tell you that, hopefully. Of course, she doesn't believe that statement either.
No, I don't.
So anyway, we went 16 days across. The break days were necessary. The rest days were necessary. And one of the recommendations I got is when you're planning a hike like this is we meet a lot of people they're just not happy because they're going too hard, too fast. And a lot of people say, well, you're taking 16 days. I mean, boy, you're really taking your time. Well, the truth be told, that's all the faster we can go. But it does make it, that pace, it makes it so that it's enjoyable for us. So whenever you're doing any of these long hikes, don't try to do too much. There's people out there doing it in 5 days, 6 days. Well, those are the incredible athletes, that can run a marathon. So anyway, after this, we're going to be in Zermatt now for 4 days, and we probably could have been there maybe 1 day less. It would have been all right, but it was very nice to have the rest. After this, we're doing the Des Combines, or as some people call it, the Grand Comba Massif. And that's going to be for 9 days I think we had 1 day of rest on that one, didn't we? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And one comment about Zermatt, which is an incredible place. There's no cars and so forth. And the beauty, one guy described it as Zermatt is the center of the center of the center of the Alps. And I couldn't agree more. One little bit of advice is we got the 3-day pass for the chairlifts. Otherwise, it's $100 to go up once. And we spent $300. We went up and down on that chairlift about 8 times. It went all over the place on them. So that might be a thought. I went with a guide there, and they took a group of us to the top of the Brighthorn, and we put on those big ice crampons and ropes and everything. And I was really happy that I did that because I was thinking about doing some other ice trekking with crampons, and it was a little bit hard on my body, but it was pretty exciting to get up there to just about 14,000 feet. So anyway, it was an incredible hike, and we're glad we didn't get injured. And a couple days of rest and off to our next expedition. We were gone for the whole month of August in the country of Switzerland, and that was in 2025. And James with Trailwise organized the trip, and he had a very good pulse as to what we're capable of. We have good dialogue back and forth, so that, and he provides critical advice, which makes it, he makes a little bit of money on it. Well, that's fine, because he provides critical advice that makes the trip more relaxing, and not in just the right durations, and just a lot of right moves. I mean, a lot of right moves that James did. So thank you to Trailwise. Thank you for watching the video.